Not only did I run the first responder half marathon, which was my first half marathon in, I don't know how long, a long time. I also ran the Banff Winter Start 8-kilometer run. Welcome everyone, Dog Walker Dave here. Today I'm going to give you my thoughts on the HOKA Mach 6 after approximately 85 kilometers. I do realize that this shoe has been out for, I believe, 7 months. I picked it up about a month ago and put a number of runs in it. And my prior experience with HOKAs has not been great. I had the Speedgoat 5, which I reviewed on the channel 2 years ago or so. Didn't work for me, just did not fit right. I also had the HOKA Clifton 9, which I did not review, but it worked okay. So here are my thoughts on the HOKA Mach 6. I have not owned any other HOKAs beside the Speedgoat and the Clifton. This is my third HOKA shoe. This is version 6 of the Mach series. Now in this video, I'm not going to go over all the stats and specs and whatnot. It's a relatively low drop. I believe it's 4mm drop, which I really do appreciate. But I want to go over just my overall thoughts on running with this. First thing, it is a great lightweight trainer. Somewhere in the low 200 grams for my US 10.5. The foam on it is very responsive. It just feels really nice underfoot, gives you good snap. And in the half marathon and the 8K that I raced in, I use the term loosely raced because I am nowhere near race shape, but that's beside the point. I was getting down to relatively fast for my fitness level right now, into the low 4-minute per kilometer pace. And I know that for some people that's slow, but for me, for my fitness level, it was a relatively quick pace, and the shoe really comes alive when you get down into the quicker paces. You just want to run faster when you put this shoe on because it's so nice and light and responsive. As far as the outsole, nice and grippy. Here, give you a little bit of that. Outsole is nice and grippy, even though it doesn't look like it has a lot of grip to it. The rubber compound that they use is, yes, actually quite tacky. It holds the road really well, especially when you're going a little bit faster pace. And as far as wear, I'm getting a little bit of wear on outside of my left and right heel. That's typically where I hit first. I'm not a heel striker, but just where I naturally hit and roll through. In the midfoot and forefoot, there's no sign of wear here, and there shouldn't be after only 85 kilometers. Tongue is a great length, nice and thin, but protective enough, a little bit of padding in behind tongue, and it has a semi-gusset, which means that it's locked into the upper of the shoe in a little strip to keep the tongue from moving back and forth. Heel counter has a little bit of structure to it, and it has its, I'm not sure if it's called swallowtail, but it's got the little Achilles flare, which is really nice on a road shoe. I didn't really care for it on the Speedgoat 5 because of trail and getting debris down the back, but on a road shoe, that Achilles flare really is nice. Really helps prevent irritation on the Achilles area. Heel lockdown for my foot shape is great. The only concern, and that's not really a concern, I just use lighter socks, is that it's a little bit narrower in the midfoot. It's a little bit constrictive. I usually like to run in a little bit of a thicker sock, but as long as I switch over to a thinner sock, it seems to be fine. These are also available in a wider width. Well, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Overall, this is a very nice daily trainer. Great for those faster sessions. I wouldn't use this in a race specifically that I was training for, but for most people, something like this, you can get away with racing in it because it's got that nice snap to it and it's a great lightweight shoe. And the best part about this shoe, I know this is ridiculous, but the best part is that it costs $165 here in Canada. What that equates to in the US, probably somewhere around $120, but for $165 here in Canada, with the cost of running shoes these days, it's actually a pretty darn good deal. Looking forward to putting many, many more miles into this shoe, or kilometers, since I am in Canada. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have a pair of the HOKA Mach 6, have used them in the past, maybe drop it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. As I say in all my videos, get outside. Thanks for watching, everyone. Maybe even hit that subscribe button.